Good morning, everyone. Happy December 17th. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry that I didn't post a video yesterday. So I posted yesterday's video this morning and I'm getting caught up today by doing 2 videos. So thank you for your patience. Let's start off with my chocolate advent calendar. What day did I say it was today? The 17th. Okay, right. 17. Oh, here it is. Another squished one. We've got a chocolate bell. Let's see what flavor it is. Hopefully milk. Yes, milk chocolate. Yummy. I also want to thank everyone who's been following along with me and commenting on my videos. I really appreciate it, and I read all of your comments and take your feedback to heart before I record the next video. So I've made those little corrections. So for instance, the wonderful Melanie from Grab the Lapels pointed out that my little ducky was pointing inwards into the tree. So I very promptly fixed that so he can see it during my videos too. So there you go. On to the short story for today. So today's story was called Last Woman by Carly Baker. And I had such high hopes for this story because I had heard of Carly Baker before. I haven't read her latest collection of short stories, but she was named like best author of 2017 or like author to watch or something like that by Quill and Quire, which is the trade magazine of the Canadian publishing industry. And I kind of follow it religiously, which is probably sort of nerdy to admit on camera, but it's true. So I had really high hopes for the story because of that, and people who have read her story from the Advent calendar today seem to really like it, so I thought, oh, this is going to be great. But I just did not like it. I really didn't like this one. It's about a young woman who is living in a cabin on an island off the coast of BC and trying to get a little writing done. So she's an author, and she works at a bookstore on weekends, and she plays a video game that's, you know, kind of about this last woman on earth, which is kind of where the title of the story comes from, I assume. And she eats like chickpeas from a can, and she kind of talks to this guy online who she met through Tinder. And I found it so boring. Basically nothing happens. And I've said before that I don't mind stories where nothing really happens, but some sort of like major emotional revelation might come about or whatever. There's like a minor natural disaster in this story, but it takes up about a paragraph. And then we get back to just like nothing. So I don't even really count that as something that's happening in this story. And I read the author interview on the publisher site before this, and the author interview made me want to like the story even more because she sounds so cool, Carly, and she describes a short story as an exploded poem, which is so cool, right? Like, what an interesting way to describe something like a short story. I thought I would rather read, how many pages was this? I would rather read 11 pages on her describing what a short story is than this, because I just did not like this. And she mentions in the interview too that this is sort of a memoir, that she has done this herself, which I'm sure a lot of writers in Canada have done, gone to a secluded place, tried writing for a little while, perhaps worked in a bookstore to supplement their income. But I also fear that this is the worst of what Canadian literature is, because this is what people read about Canadian literature and then they mock us because they think all of our writing is about living in cabins in the snow and like pondering things. So I know that sounds really harsh, and I'm sure Carly's other writing is really, really good, and I'm not going to give up on her because of this, because I think this is just a blip in what's going to be a very successful career. But I am disappointed by today's story. So there you go. I don't even know what else to do to like salvage this video to make it more interesting for you. Smokey's hiding behind the tree. She doesn't want to come out. I'm not going to eat the chocolate on camera either because I think that's just weird. So I think that's it for today. I will speak with you guys tomorrow on December 18th, and let's keep our fingers crossed that I like tomorrow's short story more than today's. Thanks for watching. Bye.